It's absolutely every girl's worst nightmare, especially for someone who's in the public eye, because, you know, it wasn't like 10 to 100 people that could potentially see this, it was millions. So from the beginning, obviously, I was with an ex-partner who I trusted very much in a private scenario, and we ended up engaging in a sexual act, which without me knowing was actually being filmed on secret CCTV cameras. And unfortunately for me, that is what happened, because he sold it on a massive platform, and my only option was to go to the police, and thank God I did, because we're sitting here 2 years later now, Brian. 2 years of hard work from your side and 2 years of waiting from mine.
And do you think it helped that I was explaining each step of the process so you understood what you were agreeing to and what we would be doing?
Yeah, it definitely helped. You were very clear about everything. And I thought one thing that was very good was that you did offer the right to anonymity. So if other girls were thinking of coming forward, they don't have to come out and make it public who they are.
I was fully aware that your life was being played out in the media in a way that you didn't want. When I was assigned the investigation, I immediately thought revenge porn, which is how a lot of people refer to it as. And what I wanted to make sure is that I did the best job that I could, and that when the video had been released publicly, that we were able to secure that footage. I kept you updated whenever there was something to tell you about. Did that help you with the process?
Yeah, definitely, because I think obviously when you first report something to the police, you know, it can be a long time till you get to the court case, and sometimes you wonder like if they're still on it, if they're like in the process. So it was really nice that you were in touch all the time.
Was there ever a time that you thought you just wanted to drop the case and have it over and done with?
To be honest, yeah, it was a long process, and I was feeling quite a lot of pressure, especially from social media. And sometimes I would just think, like, am I making the right decision? You know, this is really tough. I'm gonna have to stand up in front of a lot of people and speak about something really sensitive. But, you know, I pushed through that, and with the support of you and my mum and other people, I managed to carry on and make the right choices.
And what did the victim support team do for you in the court?
So the victim support team made sure that I would have a room that I could wait in. So when I was going to give evidence, there was no chance of me running into Bear or his family, which I think is also really important for any sort of people, you know, revenge porn, domestic abuse. The last thing you want to do is bump into the person you're giving evidence on or any of their friends or family.
And you were really brave and gave really good evidence. How did you feel giving evidence in court?
So I actually felt that giving evidence was nowhere near as bad as I built it up to be in my mind. I think it's just like the fear of the unknown. I was very nervous in the lead up. But when I actually gave evidence, I just felt so supported by the staff in the courtroom. I felt I had like time to speak, time to breathe. I was allowed to read my statement if need be. And I honestly felt the process was far more easy than I ever anticipated it to be.
So how did you feel when the perpetrator was found guilty?
I just felt such a huge sense of relief, and also like an immense sense of gratitude, like looking around the room, thinking of all the people that had helped me and supported me to get to that point.
And how do you feel now that the court case is over?
I just feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I feel like a completely different person, and each day for me is just easier. I've got no anxiety, no worries, and I'm just immensely grateful. My faith's been restored in the world, to be honest. Brian, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you so much for being so supportive. To you and everyone in the Essex Police force, I'll be grateful for the rest of my life.
And I want to thank you for putting your trust in Essex Police to investigate the complaint and to ultimately get the result at court.
And thank God I did.